Omagyana Timaranda Shagyana Jana Shalakaya Chakshorunaitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Urva Bistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samastabene Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwa Gurun Shah Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavanam Balarka Chelan Shitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Mandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Yashishwara Shridaram Manchakalpatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurachavishe Namah. So I'm continuing with the reading from Sri Garga Samhita by Sri Garga Muni, and this is the first canto, chapter 4, Questions Concerning the Lord's Appearance. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My friends Sridham and Subal will appear in the homes of Nanda and Upananda. Stoka Krishna, Arjuna, and Amshu will appear in the homes of Nanda's relatives. My friends Vishal, Rishabha, Tejasvi, Devaprashta, and Varutapa will be born in the families of 6 relatives of King Vrishabhanu." Lord Brahma asked, "Who is Nanda? Who is Vrishabhanu? O Master of the demigods, please tell us about Upananda." The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "These are all cowherd men. Day and night they protect the cows in the villages of the cowherds. Listen as I describe them. The Gopas say that Nanda is the master of 900,000 cows, and Upananda is the master of 500,000 cows. They say that Vrishabhanu is the master of 1,000,000 cows, and that at King Nanda's residence there are 10,000,000 cows. Vrishabhanuvar has 5,000,000 cows, and Suchandra and Drona each have the same number. In my Vraja, there will be hundreds of groups of beautifully dressed gopis, their faces appearing like countless full moons." Lord Brahma said, "O friend of the poor, O Lord, O original cause of the universes, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, kindly describe these groups of gopis." The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "O Brahma, great sages say that one Arbuda is equal to 100 million. In each group of gopis there are 10 Arbudas. So one Arbuda is 100 million. And in each group of gopis there are 10 Arbudas, or 10 times 100 million, which means 1 billion. Some of the gopis who live in Gokula serve as doorkeepers. Some decorate us, and some prepare our bed. Some of the gopis protect the forest of Vrindavan. Some reside next to Govardhan Hill, and some decorate the forest groves. Some of the gopis will reside in the forests of my Braja. Some will reside by the side of the Jamuna, and some by the side of the Ganges. Rama, Madhu Madhavi, Viraja, Lalita, and Vishaka will each lead a group. O Brahma, in Braja there will be groups led by 8 principal gopis, by 16 principal gopis, and by 32 principal gopis. Some of these gopis were the personified Vedas. Some were great sages. Some were women of Mithila. Some were women of Koshala. Some were women of Ayodhya. Some were Yagyasitas. and some were Pulinda girls. In previous millennia, they had received a benediction from me that they would become gopis in my beautiful Braja. Lord Brahma said, how did they receive the good fortune to become gopis in Braja? Well, Supreme Personality of Godhead, because of what pious deed or what benediction will they attain this position, which is unattainable for even great yogis? The Lord said, when in Sredadvip the personified Vedas offered prayers to him and very eloquent words, the Lord became pleased. At that time, Lord Hari said, choose a benediction, whatever your heart desires. What is difficult to attain for those with whom I am pleased? In reply, the personified Veda said, because you are beyond the range of the material mind, senses, we cannot perfectly understand you. If you wish to give us a benediction, please reveal to us your transcendental form, which the scholars of the Purana say is full of bliss. Upon hearing this, the Lord revealed to the personified Vedas his transcendental abode, where there is eternal bliss and where decay and death are absent. In that transcendental abode of the Lord, the personified Vedas saw the forest of Vrindavan, which displays the opulence of beautiful trees that fulfill all desires, and which brings happiness in every season. In Vrindavan, there is a hill named Govardhan, which has beautiful caves and swiftly moving streams, which is made of jewels and precious minerals, and which is filled with graceful birds. There is the river Jamuna, which is the best of rivers, which has pure and delicious water, which is filled with lotuses, swans, and other flowers and birds, and which has shores made of precious jewels. There the personified Vedas say the infallible Lord, whose form is that of a youth, standing among many gopis, intoxicated by tasting the nectar of the rasa dance. There the personified Vedas saw the infallible Lord, whose form is that of a youth, standing among many gopis, intoxicated by tasting the nectar of the rasa dance. Having revealed the spiritual world, the Lord said, what more shall I do for you? Tell me. You have been able to see my realm. There is no benediction better than this. The personified Veda said, when we see you in this way, more handsome than millions of Kamadevas, our hearts become troubled with amorous desires, so that we yearn to become beautiful girls. We wish to become beautiful gopis in Goloka, who worship you as their lover. Lord Hari said, although your glorious desire is impossible to fulfill, I will grant it. When a new Brahma is born to create the universe, and when the time of the Saraswat Kalpa arrives, you will appear as gopis in Braja. On the earth, in Bharatvarsha, in the district of Mathura, in Vrindavan, in the Rasa dance circle, I will become your beloved. Passionately loving me as your paramour, you will all become perfect. A Supreme Personality of Godhead concluded, saying, because of this previous Kalpa's benediction, the personified Vedas will appear as gopis. O Brahma, now hear about the other gopis. To protect the devotees and kill the demons, the Lord appeared in the Treta Yuga as King Dasaratha's son, the hero Ramachandra. The lotus-eyed Rama went to Sita Svayamvara, broke the bow, and married Janaka's daughter Sita. O Brahma, when they saw him, all the married women of Matila were overcome with desire. in a secluded place, they approached the Lord and said, O descendant of Raghu, please become our husband. Rama, the king of the Raghavas, replied to them, O women, don't be unhappy. At the end of Dwarpara Yuga, I will fulfill your desire. With great faith and devotion, go on pilgrimage, give charity, perform austerities, and follow the rules of cleanliness. Thereafter, you will appear as gopis in Braja. After giving the women of Mithila this benediction, Lord Rama, who was an ocean of mercy and an expert bowman, defeated Parsuram and then went to the country of the Koshalas. When they saw the very handsome Lord Rama, who is more charming than a host of Kamadevas, the women of Koshala chose him within their heart to be their husband. In his heart, the all-knowing Rama awarded these women this benediction. You will become gopis in Braja so that I can fulfill your desire. When Lord Rama returned to Ayodhya with Sita, the women went to see the joy of the Raghu dynasty. Went to see Lord Ramachandra. Upon seeing him, these women became bewildered and many fainted, being overwhelmed by feelings of love. Thereafter, with a vow to attain Lord Rama, they performed austerities on the banks of the river Sarayu. A voice from the sky then announced, at the end of the Dwarpara Yuga, in the forest by the river Jamuna, your desire will be fulfilled. After some time, because of his father's words, Lord Rama went with Sita and the expert bowman Lakshman to the Dandaka forest. All of the sages residing in the Dandaka forest were worshippers of Lord Gopal. To attain the rasa dance, they always meditated upon me. When Lord Rama came to their ashram as a youth carrying bow and arrows, he appeared in the sage's meditation as a hermit with matted hair. Being supported at heart while seeing this form, the sages got up from their meditation and saw Lord Rama, who appeared more beautiful than millions of Kamadevas. They said, he is Lord Gopal, who has come without his flute and stick. Thinking in this way within their hearts, the sages bowed down to Lord Rama and offered eloquent prayers. Sri Rama then said, O sages, please choose a benediction. They replied, as Sita is, so let us all become. Sri Rama said, if you had asked this of my brother Lakshman, I would arrange that today. Sri Rama said, if you had asked this of my brother Lakshman, I would arrange that today. Your wish would bear fruit. Your request to become like Sita is impossible and can never be granted. I have vowed to accept only one wife, and I am the best of those who follow religious principles. For this reason, by my benediction, at the end of Dwarpara Yuga, you will become like her. In this way, I will fulfill your wish. After awarding this benediction to the sages at Dandakaranya, Rama went to Panchavati and resided in a village. When they saw Rama, the local aborigine girls became tortured with lust. Overcome with love, they grasped the dust from his lotus feet, intent on giving up their lives. Assuming the form of a brahmachari, Rama went to them and said, O women, do not give up your lives without good reason. In Vrindavan, at the end of the Dwarpara Yuga, your desire will be fulfilled. After saying this, the brahmachari disappeared. Thereafter, aided by the monkey kings, Lord Rama defeated the demons headed by Ravana, entered Lanka, and on a flower chariot carrying Sita. Let's see. Thereafter, aided by the monkey kings, Lord Rama defeated the demons, headed by Ravana, entered Lanka, and on a flower chariot carrying Sita returned to his own city. Sometime later on, because of the criticism of the citizens, Rama, the king of kings, abandoned Sita in the forest. Oh, this brought great pain to the saintly devotees of the world. Whenever he performed a yajna, lotus-eyed Rama, following the rules of religion, made a golden deity of Sita. In Rama's palace, there were many of these yajna, deities of Sita. In Rama's palace, there were many of these yajna deities of Sita. One day they came to life and approached Rama to enjoy with him. Rama, the king of the Raghu dynasty, said, "O beloved wives, I cannot accept you." Filled with love, these deities said to Rama, the son of Dasharath, "Why do you not accept us? We are all Sita, the chaste daughter of the king of Mithila. We are half of your body. At the time of your yajnas, we were your servants. You are a pious person. You know the teaching of the Vedas. Why do you speak as one who is impious? First you take our hand and then you reject us. From this you will incur sin." Sri Rama said, "Your words are correct. What you say is to me is true. Still, I am a religious king, and I have vowed to accept only Sita as my wife. Therefore, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, you will appear in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, and thus I will fulfill your desire." These yajna deities of Sita will also appear as gopis in Braja. Now hear, O Brahma, about other gopis. So that's the end of chapter 4 of the first canto, which is titled Questions Concerning the Lord's Appearance. So tomorrow.